Hey OU, let's think about consent like riding a bike. Imagine that instead of initiating sex, you're inviting someone on a bike ride. And you say, hey, would you like to go on a bike ride with me? And they get all excited and say, yes, I would love to go on a bike ride with you. Boom! Yes means yes. Put on your helmet, kid. You're going on a bike ride. When they start to pedal faster and you hear things like, this feels great, or keep going, this is how you know they're enjoying the bike ride. Maybe not those ones. If they say no, then that's that. No means no. They don't want to go on a bike ride with you. You don't toss them up on a bike and say, oh, come on, it'll be fun. Same rules apply even if they don't use the word no. If they look uneasy and say, I'm not sure, or maybe later, that's still a no. What if they don't say anything at all? You guessed it, still a no. The absence of a yes is a no. So maybe you're on a bike ride with someone right now when they start to say things like, it's too hot, or can we slow down? You don't force your bike partner to keep pedaling. You stop and check in to make sure they're all right. What if you invite them on a bike ride, but when they show up, they seem like they don't want to be there? Again, you stop and communicate. They could say, heck yeah, and then you put on your bike shorts, get the bike, grab the helmets, and in that time, they've changed their mind and start to backpedal. That's okay. They're not obligated to go on that bike ride with you. You'll just have to bike on your own. Oh, and being dressed in bike shorts and a helmet doesn't automatically mean someone wants to ride a bike. And just because someone wanted to go for a bike ride once doesn't mean they'll want to every time. Maybe it was just a one-bike stand. You can't say, what are you talking about? We biked last night. You're simply not entitled to another bike ride if they don't want to. Even if you happen to be in a relationship with your bike partner, you have to ask each and every time. But what if you bought your partner a new bike? Even then, they're not obligated to go on a bike ride with you. Imagine your professor telling a student, I'll give you an A if you bike with me after class. Now that's crossing a line. It would be an abuse of power for an instructor, an employer, or a person of influence to even suggest such a thing. Maybe your fellow cyclist is cool with biking on paved roads. That does not mean that they're up for extreme mountain biking. You're not going to insist that they go speeding down a mountain with you if they're only interested in paved roads. That's uncomfortable territory, and you don't want to pressure your bike partner, do you? Say your bike partner has been drinking, and we're not talking about water, and they say, yes, let's go. But as you start to pedal, your partner loses control and falls over in the middle of the road. You stop and make sure the person is safe, and this bike ride can't continue until they've sobered up. Oh, and if they're unconscious, they can't ride a bike because they're unconscious, even if they're just sleeping. It would be ridiculous to ask an unconscious person to ride bikes with you because unconscious people can't say yes. And remember, you gotta have a yes. At the end of the day, riding a bike with someone should be fun, memorable, and hey, maybe a little sweaty. But it can only be that way when everyone involved is enthusiastic, informed, coherent, and has voluntarily agreed to participate. So whether it's having sex or riding a bike, consent is required.